Now this question says that John and Joe had an equal number of marbles at first. After John lost 1560 and Joe lost 2350. John had thrice or three times as many marbles as Joe. How many marbles did each of them have at first? Alright, so how are we going to start drawing the model for these questions? Are we going to draw the model at first or the model in the end first? Alright, for this case here, because the statement it says that John had three times as many marbles as Joe. Alright, John had three times as many marbles as Joe. Because of this, alright, we're going to begin drawing the model in the end first. Alright, so in the end, Joe will have one unit because Joe had less than John. Alright, then John would have three times, so John would have 3 units. Okay, this is what happened to the models in the end. But what about the models at first? The question says John and Joe had an equal number of marbles at first. That means to say that, alright, okay, when we look at Joe in the end, Joe have 1 unit. So at first, Joe would have this 1 unit plus whatever he had lost, which is 2350. So we add that in. And that for John's marble will be 3 units for whatever he had in the end plus whatever he had lost, which is 1560. Alright, take note that both of the models are of equal length for Joe and John at first, because the question tells us that both of them had an equal number of marbles at first. Alright, now by looking at the models of John and Joe at first and compare the difference, which is this highlighted in this blue box, alright, you straight away are able to find out what is the 1 unit equivalence to. Alright, over here in the blue box, you straight away can tell that 2 units is equivalent to 2350 subtract 1560. Work out the sum, you get 790. That is for 2 units. And therefore 1 unit will be 790 divided by 2. Okay, do your sum and you get 395. Questions. How many marbles did each of them have at first? So we have to focus on the model at first still. At this juncture, you can start calculating whatever that Joe had at first or John had. You can choose any of them. But for this case, I'm going to pick Joe because Joe only has 1 unit. Alright, so it's more simplified. So Joe at first had 1 unit, which is 395 plus 2350, whatever he lost. Work out your sum and you will get 2745. And if you were to work out the sum for John at first, it will be 3 units plus 1560. You should be able to get 2745 as well, because they had the same number of marbles at first. So the answer is 2745. Thank you for using Playmaths.com.